Okay, guys, since we're doing fruits and vegetables still life, I decided to be an avocado. Woo! I'm avocado, avocado, avocado. Or like I say it, aguacate. Okay, last week we were talking about stippling, cross hatching, blending. So we're going to use those for this drawing. Play with lighting. See what lighting you like the best. Okay, if you want a lot of light, or you want a little light and how light is. So it's up to you. Make sure you know how to place where you want it, okay? How you take your picture, if you're gonna take a picture instead of drawing it and leaving it there for days, if you take a picture, the angle, where do I wanna take a picture? What angle? Do I want this angle? Do I want this angle? Do I want this angle? You gotta stay there as much as you can because it's a still life. You don't want to be drawing this side and then you come over here on this side and you're like, wait, that's not the same place. You gotta stay and draw the same area. Okay, that's what a still life is. Drawing the same area. So you don't want to start a drawing from here and then suddenly you forgot how to arrange it and then start drawing something from here because that's not the same angle. Okay? Top view, side view. Don't forget that you want to take the picture of a good angle. Now, if you have like these little tags, you can take them off. Don't draw them. If it's a little bit complicated, you can draw them, but don't get too complicated. Don't forget the texture of your objects. You have a lot of imperfections on your objects. Look at the details of them, okay? Get close, but don't lose your angle. Don't lose your perspective, but you can get close to look at the texture. The apple is smoother than the tangerine and the melon. So look at that texture. You got to look at the details of the apple, of the lines that go down the apple, of the ripple, of the little dents the tangerine has, the lines that run up the banana, the different texture and the feel of the melon, and the smoothness of a plum, but there are some different colors, okay? Make sure you also place it somewhere. You can make up your own placement or you can draw what it's on your original picture. So it's up to you. First, you want to know setting up your paper. Okay, it depends on your fruit. My fruit is wide, so I want to set it up horizontally. And I'm going to set up my still life. And I'm gonna remember what angle. And I'm not gonna add too much. Don't add too much, you don't need to. But if you want a challenge, you can. Okay, be looking at it different. My angle is gonna be right here, and your guy's angle is up here. So your angle is different from mine. So you're gonna need a pencil, and we're gonna draw it lightly, or we're gonna do it dark. I wanna answer me, dark or light? That's right, we're gonna do it lightly, okay? And it can be with any pencil. So I'm just gonna sketch where my fruit is, and I'm gonna make sure I'm sitting where I want to look and observe first. Don't just start drawing. Know where your banana is, how far it is from what you can see from your apple, you know, where your tangerine is on the banana, where the banana is on the melon. So there's a lot to process and a lot to think about, okay? Where, you know, the plum is next to the banana. You don't want your drawing on the plum to be up here when your plum is down here. Like, that doesn't make sense. So you got to make sure you know where your plum is and how you want to draw your plum. I want to draw my plum right there. You don't need to draw the stickers. So now when you plant it and you look at it and you don't go all the way around because you're just right here. Now you start lightly, and you can barely see. You're gonna barely see my drawing because I don't want it. I start from the tangerine and up. I work myself from left to right. You can start in the center, but make sure you know where your melon is gonna be over here. It's not centered to me. It might be centered to you, but it's not centered to me. Okay, like again, my angle and your angle is gonna be different. I'm going to add, remember this is a rough. Think about it, look at it. You can stop and work out something else. This is more slanted. I'm doing it super light. Then my apple is back here. There's a core. Again, I'm just placing my apple and my fruit. Here, you can't have, the apple is not the same size as your melon. So you gotta make sure you're looking at the size of your fruit. And remember, the tangerine is in front of the banana is in front of the melon, the banana is in front of the apple. So you need to remember that it's not transparent. So your banana is not, you're not gonna see through your banana. It's solid. Okay, so don't forget that as well. So my banana is not transparent. Right now it is because I'm placing it and it's super light. Okay, super light. I'm not doing any harsh lines. Just placing where I see my banana and then my melon. Okay, and then I see the angle coming from the banana out. The melon is there. My melon ends up shorter than my banana. And then right here in the front, right here, it has a little gap only as my plum. And again, it's just placement. I have a little like triangle looking spot that is open between my banana and my melon. And I can see my banana right here. Curve it. And now I have the placement of my fruit. Okay, now I'm gonna draw not my table, but I'm gonna draw a base of my own base of my own little stand for my banana, for my fruits. I don't want to draw on my table. I'm gonna draw a little stand for my banana. The table's too blah. I want to do my own. So remember, you can move your paper. It's not stuck. Okay. So there you have it, a little stand. And again, this is all drawn very lightly. Now you come in and fix the problems that you have, or try to make it as best as you can. Still don't do dark, because I'm gonna go in and do it with color. This is gonna be with either color of the fruit or just with your pencil. You see some shaded areas, darker areas. I'm gonna make the lines of the banana and run. Now don't worry, it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? This is some of you, it's your first time doing this, and I'm very proud that you take this challenge, okay? Now all these lines that I have here, because they're transparent right now, will go away with my coloring. And I can erase some of the lines so it won't be too many lines. My banana is a little lower. That's where you check how I see my banana. Okay, now I'm going to, now that I think everything is in place where it should be, I'm gonna start. And remember, the melon sometimes is not, they have like indents, so it's not a perfect round shape, okay? So don't be like, oh, it's not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? This banana is a little off, so I'm going to fix it. It goes out, and then, okay, with this, I can come in and erase my spots. My banana's not transparent, so I erase that. I erase the marks. Okay, and extra marks that I don't need. Especially with the banana, because it is yellow. Yellow tends to smear if you're gonna use, whatever you're gonna use, okay? I'm gonna blend. I'm gonna use a blending technique. It's a little off. Okay, remember, you can move your paper, change it up. Now I'm gonna take a picture, because I can't leave it here because of our friends that come in and might want to eat our banana and our fruit. So I will have to take a picture. You don't have to, but I will because of that. Okay, once I'm done with this, I make sure everything is where I want it. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you kind of have yourself a place to start with your color. Okay? And then we add color. We choose stippling, we choose hatching, cross hatching, or blending for this drawing. Okay? And I'm gonna use the blending, transitioning from dark to light. Okay? From here, just start looking at the color of your picture or your still life that you have in front of you and start drawing. My picture's on my left side, so you can't see it, but all I'm doing is getting the color, making sure I use the shading. I go from one side to the other. I look at the details. Again, make sure you don't have to put all the details, but try your best to look at, every little freckle. I am layering. All I'm doing is putting color on the fruit, but I'm not pressing on it. I am not getting it super red or super yellow. I use a layering process. So it takes me a while to layer over layer over layer. Excuse the Wendy's, I was hungry. And so now I'm adding the texture and the ripples on the melon. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. I don't want you to think it's exactly the same as the melon I have. But it just has to look like a melon for right now. Again, use your shadows. Make sure you place the fruit right, one in front of the other, on the side. Have fun with it, guys. Don't stress too much. This is your first drawing for some of you. Enjoy. You can do your own plate holder. I didn't do the table. I did a plate holder and your own color or whatever you want, a basket, whatever you decide to do.